Historical factors for English adoption. English became an official language in Canada primarily due to the historical ties with British colonization. The British Crown gained control over parts of Canada through treaties, conquests, and colonial settlements, establishing English as the language of governments and law. Colonial and imperialism influence. British colonialism and imperialism played a significant role in spreading English throughout Canada. As British colonies expanded, English institutions such as governments, law, education, and commerce were established. English became the language of administration and governments within these institutions. English language, education, and Anglican religious institutions played a crucial role in spreading English among settlers and indigenous communities. Political power was concentrated in English-speaking elites, leading to the dominance of English in political discourse and decision-making process. Socio-political motivation for official status. The elevation of English to official status in Canada was motivated by socio-politics factors such as economic ties with Britain, political stability through uniform language use, and the desire for national unity, especially after Confederation in 1867. Impact of indigenous or minority languages. The impact of English becoming an official language in Canada had significant repercussions on indigenous and minority languages, leading to language endangerment and loss. Here are key points to elaborate on this impact. Language suppression and marginalization. Disruption of intergenerational transmission. Loss of cultural knowledge and identity. Efforts towards language revitalization. Recognition of linguistic rights. Challenges of language maintenance. Language policies and evolution. Language policies evolved over time, initially favoring English monolingualism, but later incorporating bilingual policies, especially in a region like Quebec, with a strong Francophone population. Impact on societal institution. English's official status in Canada profoundly shaped societal institution. It became the primary language in education, government, proceeding, legal systems, and media. This linguistic dominance influenced cultural expression and access to services, particularly impacting non-English speakers and linguistic minority groups. Implications of bilingualism, multilingualism. In Canada, where English shares official status with French and indigenous languages, bilingualism and multilingualism promote inclusivity and cultural exchange. They offer economic advantages and enhance intercultural understanding. Challenges include ensuring language rights for all community and preserving linguistic diversity through inclusive policy. Language contact and linguistic borrowing. language contact in Canada, especially with English as an official language, has led to interesting linguistic borrowing. Indigenous languages, French and immigrant languages have all influenced Canadian English, creating unique blends and enriching vocabulary. This dynamic interaction reflects Canada's multiculturalism and ongoing language evolution. Role of language ideologies. Language ideologies in Canada have shifted from favoring English as a symbol of power to embracing bilingualism and linguistic diversity. Regions like Quebec emphasize protecting French, while efforts to revitalize indigenous languages highlights changing attitudes toward linguistic rights and heritage. These shifts reflect Canada's evolving societal values and diverse linguistic landscape. Linguistic strategy for coexistence. Canada employs linguistic strategies like code switching, code mixing, and diglossia to accommodate the coexistence of English with other language in official context, promoting linguistic diversity. Challenges and language planning initiatives. Challenges include language inequalities, language maintenance for indigenous language, and balancing linguistic rights. Language planning initiatives focus on promoting linguistic diversity, language education, and preserving indigenous languages. Thank you for attention.